Are we ready? Okay. We're going to call the meeting to order for City Commission for May 3rd, 2017. Can you call the roll, please, Jamie?
Commissioner Ide.
Here.
Commissioner O'Donnell.
Here.
Chair Shaw.
Here. And Mayor Holliday and Commissioner Mengelberg are absent. Join me in the flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Better turn this thing over here. Okay. I know it. Okay, thank you. Item 3 on our agenda tonight, and welcome people here in the audience tonight. Item 3 is going to be ceremonies, proclamations, and presentations. First one we have is a proclamation for Public Service Recognition Week, May 7th through the 13th. And I get to read a proclamation. Correct? Okay. Whereas Americans are served every single day by public servants at the federal, state, county, and city levels. These unsung heroes do the work that keeps our nation working, and whereas public employees take not only jobs but oaths, and whereas many public servants, including military personnel, police officers, firefighters, border patrol officers, embassy employees, healthcare professionals, and others risk their lives each day in service to the people of the United States and around the world. And whereas public servants include teachers, doctors, and scientists, trained conductors and astronauts, nurses and safety inspectors, laborers, computer technicians, and social workers, and countless others occupations. Day in and day out, they provide the diverse services demanded by the American people of their government with efficiency and integrity. And whereas without these public servants at every level, continuity would be impossible in a democracy that regularly changes its leaders and elected officials. And whereas the City Commission of Oregon City would like to especially recognize and thank all employees of the city for their hard work and dedication every day. Now, therefore, I, Brian Shaw, Commission President, do proclaim May 7th through the 13th, 2017 as Public Service Recognition Week, and encourage all citizens to recognize the accomplishments and contributions of government employees at all levels, federal, state, county, and city. In witness thereof, I have signed this. So, okay. Another one here. This is a proclamation because it's going to be Municipal Clerks Week. Yeah, here we go. So, whereas the office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world, and the duties and responsibilities are performed by the office of the city recorder in Oregon City, and whereas the office of the municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants, and whereas the office of the municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local government bodies, and agencies of government at all other levels, and whereas municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community, and whereas municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, and workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, international, professional organizations, and whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the municipal clerk. Now, therefore, I, Brian Shaw, Commission President of the City of Oregon City, do proclaim the week of May 7th through the 13th, 2017 as Municipal Clerks Week. And further extend appreciation to our municipal clerks, Katie Riggs and Jamie Raid, and to all municipal clerks for their vital service they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent in witness thereof. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
For that nice surprise.
All right. Did you have to put all these big words in here?
Can he delegate that to another commission member in the future?
Oh, goodness.
At least the reading thereof.
Give it to the prior city recorder.
All right. Proclamation. Historic Preservation Month, May 2017. Whereas historic preservation is an effective tool for managing growth and sustainable development, revitalizing neighborhoods, fostering local pride, and maintaining community character while enhancing livability, and whereas historic preservation is relevant for communities across the nation, both urban and rural, and for Americans of all ages, all walks of life, and all ethnic backgrounds, and whereas it is important to celebrate the role of history in our lives and the contributions made by dedicated individuals in helping to preserve the tangible aspects of the heritage that has shaped us as a people. Now, therefore, I, Brian Shaw, President Commissioner, do proclaim Historic Preservation Month, May 2017. All right. Now, we are going to go on to citizen comments. Do we have any? Okay. All right. Number 5, adoption of the agenda. Are we okay? Are we okay?
Yes.
All right, cool. Public hearings? None. And general business. 7A is PC 17-056, the second read of ordinance number 17-1005, approving the annexation and zone change for 35.65 acres north of Holcomb Boulevard. Planning files AN-16-0004 and ZC-16-1001. Ms. Teraway.
Thank you very much. The city received an application for an annexation and for a zone change into a city zoning designation of R10, single-family residential. This application was reviewed before the Planning Commission for compliance with our applicable criteria and forwarded the City Commission. The City Commission closed the record on this item, therefore not receiving any additional public testimony or comments into the record, and made a decision on April 19th approving it. We're requesting that the City Commission approve the second reading of this ordinance. This ordinance is for the approval of the land use applications for the zone change and the annexation. You'll see an associated ordinance next, should this get its second reading.
Okay, thank you. And Bill, or do we take the motion now? Or
Typically, a motion's made, I read, and
Okay.
vote.
I guess, is there any questions for staff? If not, we'll take a motion.
I will make the motion. I move for approval of second reading of ordinance number 17-1005, approving the annexation and zone change for 35.65 acres north of Holcomb Boulevard. Planning files AN 16-0004 and ZC 16-0001.
Okay.
Seconded.
Thank you. Bill?
Ordinance number 17-1005, an ordinance of the City of Oregon City approving an annexation and rezoning proposal planning files number AN-16-0004/ZC-16-0001 for 35.65 acres of property located north of Holcomb Boulevard.
Thank you. All right.
Have a vote.
Okay, so we're ready to vote on this. Jamie?
Commissioner Ide,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Donnell,
Well, I'll briefly say I just want everybody to, our citizenry, to continue to participate throughout this very lengthy process. This is the beginning of a lengthy process, and please stay involved. And with that being said, I'll vote aye.
Commission President Shaw.
Aye. All right. Item 7B, PC 17-055, second reading of ordinance number 17-1006, changing the city boundary and annexing 35.65 acres of property located north of Holcomb Boulevard to the City of Oregon City. Ms. Terwin.
Thank you very much. So this item is associated with the item 7A now that the land use part is taken care of, and the commission has approved the annexation and the zone change. This ordinance 17-1006 is to change the boundary and to actually annex the property. Staff recommends approval. The first reading was approved on April 19th by the City Commission.
Okay. Any discussion? We'll take a motion.
Okay, I move for second approval of second reading of ordinance number 17-1006, changing the city boundary and annexing 35.65 acres of property located north of Holcomb Boulevard to the City of Oregon City.
Seconded.
Thank you. Bill?
Ordinance number 17-1006, an ordinance of the City of Oregon City annexing 35.65 acres of property located north of Holcomb Boulevard to the City of Oregon City.
Thank you. Okay, poll the board, please.
Commissioner Ide,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Donnell,
Aye.
Commission President Shaw.
Aye. Thank you. All right, consent agenda. Everybody okay with it? Take a motion to approve.
Move to approve consent agenda.
Seconded.
Okay. Poll the board, please.
Commissioner Ide,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Donnell,
Aye.
Commission President Shaw.
Aye. And I think, and we'll have the communications, city manager.
Thank you, Commission President. Evening, Commissioners. Just one update tonight. Tomorrow, the library will be closed from 4:30 to 5:30, and then at 5:30, the May the 4th Be With You event will be happening. So hopefully, if you have the chance, you can stop by the library and see all the activities that we have planned over there. So with that, that's the only update that I have for tonight, unless you have any questions of me.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Ide, communication.
Okay, a couple things. Toward the end of April, I went to a Clackamas County board meeting and spoke at the meeting on my impressions related to the volunteering as counter for the homeless count. And we also received the latest report, the final report from the count that was taken in January and February. The count is required in order to receive HUD funding up to $2.2 million annually for Clackamas County homeless programs. So it's pretty mandatory that we do this. And unfortunately, the total homeless was counted at about 100 more than the last count, which was in 2015, up to 2,293 homeless folks in our county. The report also helps with working towards other solutions to determine what the greatest needs are among the homeless, and so that's something that the Oregon City Homeless Solutions Coalition in Oregon City is going to go through that report and determine what rises to the top and make some decisions regarding how we can best help the community that way. So that's that. Then I attended the Willamette Falls Legacy Project Transportation Planning session, which was just really a cool event. Listening to the public speak about what they felt were important things to address in the community regarding transportation and parking related to the Falls project. It was just kind of a beginning of that. I also attended the Clackamas Clackamas Cities Association dinner. Happy Valley sponsored it, and they have a youth commission over there, and it was a really great presentation. And if we had the funds and the staff to do it, I would love to see something like that here. But at this point in time, we don't. But it's just a really great opportunity for youth to become aware of what goes on in local government and how they could participate. So it was really great. And of course, Tony and I planted a whole bunch of flowers at Wesley Lynn Park on Arbor Day, along with about 35 other community members helping at the park as well as on Malala. So that's about some of what I've been doing.
Good, thanks. Thanks for your work on the homeless coalition.
You're welcome.
Okay, there. So, Commissioner O'Donnell.
Well, I think rather than do that, I'd like to make a statement that we just got done with the Budget Committee meeting, and I want to call attention to some really stellar performances. It was a very good thing. I would encourage anybody, I guess in government in general, most times people like me got involved because something the government did upset them, and their little part of the Oregon City was disrupted. But all those parts make up Oregon City. So get involved and stay involved is what I want to tell you. As far as the budget presentation, good job by the staff in general. Good job by Mr. Conkle and his staff, and particular accolades to Mr. Parno and to Mr. Montalvo. A stellar performance, very good summaries of all the work he's done. And excellent questions from Mr. Gifford in the audience, which I appreciated very much. So that's pretty much was the most important event of this week. And, an institution, whether it be a private business or a government, its financial health is its indicator of its health. So we're on firm ground, and my thanks to everybody that's made that possible.
Good. Thank you. Good job. So I attended the SDC, is it 201 or 101 or what do we call that? Update. And for somebody that's just kind of stepping in the last couple of years in SDCs, it's always good knowledge for me, so I appreciate those. Did attend the OCBA monthly meeting there, and Bridget Daisy from Clackamas Workforce was there. Probably one of the best. I know that Mr. Underwood here has done them before, and everybody else, but this was probably one of the best presentations that the OCBA has put on. So thank you, William, and your folks there for that. South Fork Water Board, we had our budget also, and another stellar job from Mr. Parno. These one and done, one meeting and we're done. That's there's a lot to be said for that somebody can put those budgets together for people like us, can get through them, and all the answers are there. So I appreciate your work on that. Let's see. I also went to the county dinner with Commissioner Ide and did the city cleanup, except I was on 7th Avenue doing planter boxes. So Commissioner Mingelberg and I were down there, and of course all of the food was up at the park up there and stuff, all the donuts and everything. So some reason I was stuck down on 7th Street. So, but we did a great job. I want you to notice the planter boxes as you drive by there tonight. Okay. Let's see. And at 4:15 today, I got to do a little presentation to some Webelow Cub Scouts and talk to them about the Willamette Falls project and the Riverwalk and everything, and they were all thrilled with that. So. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, appreciate. Thank you. Okay. Anything else? I think that takes care of all of our work here this evening. We're adjourned.
All right.